Alright, hey guys, this is Papa Ronin, and we're going to be going through this replay. This is going to be our opponents in red that we're going to be going up against tomorrow night. So I'm just going to go through, try to pick out some stuff that looks like we might be able to take advantage of and try to help out. So, go ahead and hit play here.
Prepare yourself.
Now, this particular game, if I recall, they had banned out ETC, Anduin, and Rhaegar, and their opponents banned out May, Cassia, and Kael'thas. So they've got a pretty standard comp here. Mal'Ganis seems to be a comfort pick for them. Chromie is absolutely a dangerous pick here. Their team captain is their mage player, has a lot of games on Chromie, and has a really high win rate. I think it's around 70%. So Chromie is going to be an important pick for us to make sure they don't get. Cassia, if we lose her, it's going to suck, but I think we might have to take that risk. So as they're opening up, looks like they're staying pretty well disciplined, not wasting a lot of mana here. You'll see if they get anything out of the Mal'Ganis. It's a pretty messy engagement. Almost got a pick on it, but I don't think they played that particularly well, so I'm not super worried about an opening engagement with them. But either way, we shouldn't really be focused on trying to get anything other than minion waves in the very beginning there, unless they give us something. They're doing well on this. Let's see if they mess up the rotation. Oh, so that actually was a late rotation. So they're 4-man pushing bot and letting their off lane rotate. It's all pretty standard. I'm going to speed this up a couple, just a little bit too much. So they lost to Cassie here. We're going to stay on faster here just to go through this a little bit quicker. They're very late on their camp. Camp should have been already taken by now. Their opponent's already on it. They're a little bit late to the thing. They are doing a good job, made sure that they remain soaking, of course, but overall, that camp, 50 seconds in, should have been taken much sooner. See how the Zul is doing. He's a little bit behind their Leoric, which on a Zul, that seems a little, I don't know, a little iffy. I would think that the Zul would be able to keep up with the Leo, but that's going to be more of a Geo thing. That was a good kill on them. Decent team fight. Speed this up a little bit. So, did a good job. They are rotating to the objective on time. And this was their map pick, so presumably this is a map that they're comfortable on. Again, that's another good team fight. They did a good job knocking out the Diablo, pushing everybody else back. Traded 1-for-1 on the top objectives, and looks like, well, actually, I was going to say, maybe they're going to get this one, but it's pretty iffy. Everybody's kind of low, but no, I think they're going to pull it out. So overall, that was a good engagement for them. Oh yeah, especially with that last pick there. So their team fight is good. Well, it also might just be that the other team is feeding into them. Hard to say. Let's see, boss comes up in a minute, so looks like they were just catching soak for their offlaner while he got the camp top, and now they're rotating back down bot. It's another almost good kill there, but they stayed a little bit long. So that Cassia player likes to stay late. That's something that we can try to focus on, because that's Jack of All is their primary sustained damage dealer. So if we can punish him overextending and staying too long, that could give us an advantage. This camp timing is pretty good. They waited till they had the time. Obviously both teams are getting it at the same time. Top still rotating back and forth. Zul's still right about 200-300 experience behind Leo, so he hasn't really caught up. So Leo's just doing a better job soaking. Let's see how they set this up. Not a lot to really say about this team fight. They're just kind of skirmishing a little bit. Neither team really has much of an advantage here. Zool is channeling. Leo's coming in. Slow this team fight down a little bit. So they're doing a good job not spreading the bomb. They're focusing not very well. I mean, Diablo goes down, so there we go. They finally knocked the Diablo down, but I would have expected him to go down a little bit quicker with them having as much sustained damage as they have. So there might be an opportunity there as well if they split their damage too much. But obviously they're going to end up pulling out this objective as well. So we'll go ahead and speed this back up. And speed that up a little bit more. Just kind of looking at the mini-map right now. They're still pushing bot. Zool has sacrificed quite a bit of soak. In fact, if we look at it again, yeah, he's a little over 1,000 XP down. So with Geo and off lane on this, I don't think we're going to have much of an issue to worry about. Their off laner out soaking us if we can keep that up. If this game is a good indicator of what the norm is for them. We've got the camps coming up in 10 and 15 seconds respectively, and this is something we need to watch for. They think they have an advantage here, so they were setting up a gank, and they just got a little bit greedy and went out. I think if they had stayed there a little bit longer, they might have caught somebody. But yeah, that ended up going really badly for them. They went from being able to potentially get a kill to losing a person. Now he should be back up for this objective, but still. That stopped them from being able to easily claim this. But it's not stopping them from going for it, so this is another thing. If we can get a pick or an advantage on that, there's a good chance we can try to pull a cheeky invade if we can keep eyes on them here. So objectives up. Mal'Ganis is heading there. They're all rotating up.
Be swift, heroes. Do not let the Gravekeeper's cronies reach the altar.
So they did get the delay on that, and they actually might get this because it looks like they'll probably get a pick since the rest of the team was late getting here. But I think that's less them making it happen and more just the blue team like being a little late on the rotation. Another good kill on Diablo. Mal'Ganis is doing a good job keeping their backline. So Geo, you and I are definitely going to have to watch the Mal'Ganis because I won't be banning him. We're going to let him through if they want him. So we're going to have to be really focused on trying to keep that peel up for our backline. So that was a good turn by the blue team. They're going to get the Tuke. Yep, they did. Maybe even a third. Now they get it back off. They're too low. So Zool is back, and he was going in there. But again, he's caught up a little bit in soak, but he's still about 300-400 behind. There you go. He just caught up a lot of it. So up until the 9-minute mark, though, Zool was pretty significantly behind their offlaner. So we can try to really focus on the macro element and maybe push him out of XP enough with that. Speed this up a little bit more. Camp timings, we got about a minute on each. Neither team has gone for the boss yet. It's worth noting. We're about 10 minutes in and no boss attempts. Slow this fight down. He got hurt pretty good in the beginning, but did a good job getting out. Ooh, but that spread. Yeah. So they're actually going to lose a couple here. It was a good disengage by him, but he might die for it. Nope. Okay, he got out. Leo is reacting quicker than Zool is. We're going to speed this up a little bit more. So they're just giving up bot to blue, which they can because they're significantly ahead on the shots count. And now the fight's coming in that matters. And they got really clumped up there. And against Kael'thas, that doesn't seem very wise. But overall, they're losing it pretty hard. But they've got the Chromie on the channel. If they don't disrupt that, yeah, they snuck it out. Cheeky. Are they going to lose Mal'Ganis for it? No, he gets out. Okay, so we'll go ahead and speed this back up. Camps are up. Blue team should be taking their camp. And by their camp, I mean blue team should be invading the other camp while they had the advantage. They did it late. Might be setting up for the gank on it, but overall, that was a position that blue team lost out on. If they'd pushed that before getting their own camp, it would have went a lot better for them. And instead, they went in late on it and lost some people. So, good capitalization on the side of Devil's Rejects. That's something we're going to have to watch out for. If we make a bad play, looks like they're capable of really capitalizing on it. Now, they're going to take this before they get the camp. Probably makes sense, because that way the camp will be pushing through as soon as they get there. Yep, there they go for it. And if I had to guess, they're probably going to, I guess, take bottom and theirs top, maybe? We'll see what they do. Send in Zulbot, they're going to go defend their objective. Okay. It seems like they know what they want to do on this map, so this might be a dangerous map for us. And again, this map is going through, because I'm banning our bad maps rather than trying to ban on maps that they're strong on. This was actually a pretty even fight. Blue team did a really good job of getting through that. Now, granted, they were 5. Now that it's evened up a little bit, it might, turn around some. But no, that's good job on blue team. They're bullying them off of this. But, oh yeah, the double kill definitely turns that around. So now they easily get this. And that puts blue team in a very dangerous position where that boss is going to end it. And if I had to guess, they take the boss now or bait it. They didn't, which maybe they thought they were too weak without Zul. But either way. It's another good pick on Diablo. Yeah, so they're really good at capitalizing on people being out of place. So I think we're going to have to take what they'll give us. And right now that looks like Jack of all, primarily. The other one is, we may have an opportunity of turning on Snuggly and knocking him out. But that's the boss for the win. Overall, good game. So, going to end this and then meet you back for the next one.